Hey guys, I am back. I am back. Tyler came in, he ended it. It's his fault. I'm back. So I'm joined by Big Play Slay and my guy Jeff from the Hardcore Sports Network. What is up, guys? We see each other yet again.
What's going on? How you doing today on this beautiful Sunday, one day before the 4th of July? And talks a little bit more some NBA free agency and some basketball news. What's going on, Slay?
Hey man, what's up, y'all? Yeah, it is July 4th tomorrow. It's gonna be an amazing day. You know, I think that is going to be one of the best days of the year. Obviously July 4th, everyone loves that day. You get to do a lot on that day, cookouts, firecrackers, light it up and stuff like that. But yeah, man, how's everyone doing in the chat?
I think we're all good here. Normal guy says what up. Uh are you ladies good now? Are you Tyler ended it on his fault. I did nothing.
We had to do
How
some
is Tyler?
prepping in the background, but we're good now. Everything's all in order.
No. Oh my god. Yeah, well, we're back. The Bulls got Goran Dragic. 1 year, 2.9 mil. And there goes Slay. I'm going for an hour and a half and goes to hell. And again, it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Somebody's
So
got to control.
how do you feel about the Goran Dragic move?
Maybe it's a good solid move for the Bulls in terms of getting a backup point guard that has the ability to score the ball as well as be able to facilitate. So, like some of his teammates, and with Lonzo Ball having a bunch of injury issues the past couple of years, you have a guy that's been able to, come in when needed, provide that scoring off the bench, and if Ball misses any games, you have a former All Star and a potential guy that can, play as that sixth man, seventh man off the bench. So I think it's a good move for the Bulls overall. And
Yeah.
it's a good deal. 1 year, 2.9 million. It's sort of like a minimum deal, so it's not a lot.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I wanted him for the Sixers, but hey, go for the Bulls, man. The Bulls are making real big noise. They're making good noise.
Mm,
Um, yeah, I mean, dude, they got Andre Drummond. They
hmm
gave Zach Levine a max contract, and they just got Goran Dragic, and they drafted Dalen Terry. I mean, Chicago's getting depth. Like AK said, all they need is depth.
hmm They just need to be able to surround the rest of that team with a bunch of good depth players, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. And they just have to hope that their guys stay healthy going into next season.
Try to get this in 1 year.
What's up,
Yeah, what
Raph?
up, Raphael? What is up?
There's
Uh,
two Mitches.
very good right here.
Wait, what?
Oh my god,
Two Mitches? What are you talking about?
Yeah, on the bottom screen, there's two Mitches.
Oh yeah, because I'm sharing the screen.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Watch.
How
See?
you doing, Raphael? What's going on, bro?
Still there.
I'm doing something. I'm doing something good because I just finally got because I was resolving like an issue, but yes, I was because I was so close to trying to call you, but it wasn't. But wow, because I was resolving like an issue right there. And well, yesterday was incredible, but can't wait to see what's going on tomorrow. And of course, with the 4th of July and coming out, and but right now that it's been good so far, so good. And I just saw the fights at the UFC, and wow, I cannot believe that because they had so many comments right here. What's talking about the Money in the Bank because because it's very serious right here because Liv Morgan deserves a fair shot at his woman title right here because Liv Morgan deserves a lot, and I like it.
Yeah, but I don't think she's gonna get a long title reign.
I think she's getting a token title reign,
Uh,
similar to what Nikki ASH had.
yep.
It's the
Unfortunately.
yep. It's WWE. What's going on further next year? Bullshit Sixers, no bullshit. Be honest. I mean, you still
Um,
got the Celtics, still got the Heat. Um, I could say Brooklyn, but I
no,
could.
no,
I, I didn't.
I'm not. Unless Kevin Durant pulls a 180 and decides to stay, the Brooklyn Nets are dead. Sorry.
Oh, I don't.
Hey, would you? I don't know. Is Kyrie definitely gone now?
Everything you hear, yeah, it sounds like that he's 100% gone. I mean, these rumors with Kyrie Irving to the Los Angeles Lakers for Russell Westbrook are starting to heat up. So there's a pretty good chance right now that Kyrie Irving will not be a Brooklyn Net. If not tonight, but maybe within the next couple of days. I don't expect it. But, crazier things have happened. Maybe he changes his mind, and maybe if you bring Westbrook in here, maybe it changes Durant's mind, and Durant just decide, you know what, I'm going to just, reverse what I said and just put in my resources towards Brooklyn. So whoever knows what's going to happen. We'll have to find out.
Yeah. Oh my god.
About the
Go
no,
for it, Raphael. What?
about the movement of Goran Dragic, he's a proven scorer in either starting like over Sorrow, the later which he played for the Bulls unless he serves like an emergency starter for Alonso Ball. Because over his career he had 13 points per game, a scorer with 27.9 minutes, also he averaging 4.8 assists. But that was the move that certainly calls into the question the management about the confidence about Alonso Ball and Nico Goran because they had a long-term ability to stay healthy while doing like nothing the quite potential trade of Kobe White at some point. But it was just like because remember the time because they was receiving like a verbal commitment for center Andrew Dumont and targeting Boston Celtics Danilo Gallinari because that was confirmed by the Bulls right here. Just like a mere waste to sign a driver 36 who have played 21 games for the Toronto Raptors and the Brooklyn Nets because he certainly can improve shooting, which the manager had started with the offseason priority because he had a career 36% 3 points because when he's healthy he was a proven scorer right here. So am I doing it wrong? Because well, I think it's like the good choice for the Bulls, but I don't think it's very given now because I would certainly because I would put Rudy Gobert at the Bulls, but it all went out because they just sent him out to the Minnesota Timberwolves. But sounds fair to me.
Yeah, and there's actually a comment I want to bring up. Bulls getting ready for Kobe White trade. Is that possible, Jeff? You think Kobe White's going to be traded?
Yes, I do. I think he's most likely going to be traded. I could easily see him being one of those few assets right now on the team that they could use as a trade chip and try to maybe bring in a couple of more veteran reserve guys to this team. I don't know what his place is on the Bulls going forward. I mean, you could continue to keep him maybe as a starter on or you can maybe put him a bench role, but I think he's going to be a obvious trade chip going forward. So what do I think they'd be able to fetch back for him? Maybe they'd be able to get a first round pick, maybe an early second, maybe a couple of like solid bench players to come back. I'm not sure, but I definitely see Kobe White being traded in the near future.
Mm-hmm. If he goes to Chicago, I want to be mad.
KD's
The
not going to
Nets.
the Bulls. I'm sorry. It's not going to
Yeah,
the
I don't
Bulls.
think so either. Pelicans will be nice. He's not going to Pelicans.
He's not going to the Pelicans unless you want to give us Zion, Ingram, and first round picks. He's not going.
I mean, Siren is a good player from Duke, but I don't know if he went for the New Orleans Pelicans because well, he has a very good point, but it doesn't mean he had to go to the players like that because I know he's a good player for the college. Everybody thought that well, that Zion could bring to the New York Knicks, they having a good time, but they send him out to the Pelicans at the first place, and I'm not really sure I can handle it about this team right here for the defense and anything else. It might so.
I just saw this package for KD. Jordan
Oh,
Poole, Wiggins, Kuminga, and Wiseman.
oh.
That's it. No first round picks.
That's all I see, and that's from Mark Spears.
No, I'm not doing it unless you're getting first round picks too. Because Wiseman hasn't played in about almost 2 years. Kaminga is still a raw center. Yeah, he's got a lot of upside, but he's still raw. Poole and Wiggins, absolutely, because Wiggins is still a very good young scorer and he's a good defensive player. And Poole is, he's a very solid 3-point shooter, can score in bunches, but I need to get some first round picks coming back from Golden State as well if I'm going to make that trade because Wiseman and Kuminga are still very big unknowns, even though they have
I mean,
upside. So
you got to look at what Rudy Gobert got, what Utah
that's what I
got
mean.
for him.
Yeah, look what they did.
Yeah,
It was
What
like
was it
three or
like?
four first round picks.
It was
Malik
5 first
Beasley,
round, 5.
5 first round picks. Malik Beasley, Patrick Beverly, and I think one or two other players, all for just Rudy Gobert. So I mean, if Rudy Gobert's fetching that, you need to get a lot from Durant, a lot.
hmm
But if Durant keeps forcing, if Durant is going to force his way out of the Nets, like he's going to pretty much push it, it's going to maybe devalue what the Nets could get back because the player is pretty much pushing for a trade and pushing where he wants to go. And even though the Nets do hold the power and they could pretty much tell KD, we're not trading you. You signed a 4-year extension. You're going to sit here until unless we're going to trade you somewhere, we're going to get the most assets back. I mean, he could essentially KD could essentially sit out and not play, and then it's going to hurt both the Nets. It's going to hurt KD, so it could become a very ugly situation either way. But I think the Nets are going to try to trade him wherever they can get the most assets back, whether it's draft picks and young players with either superstar upside or even our stars currently in the league.
sounds fair.
Yeah. And it's still. Hold on, I gotta show you guys something because right here. Hell no. Hell no. KD to the Bulls. I'm not giving my whole roster for one guy. Nope.
What's
No,
going on,
What up,
Coach
no.
Coach?
Schulte?
The link's in the chat if you want to come in, Coach.
Go ahead,
If you
Raph.
want to come in, Dundee. But the Bulls don't need it. The
No,
Bulls
but
don't.
I agree with you, AK. I will not put Kevin Durant to the Bulls right here because no, that's because I just feel like a bad feeling. I just realized that I have a bad feeling. If Kevin Durant is gonna trade to the Bulls, I'm gonna lose my mind because it's gonna be like an enormous nightmare. So I would, if I was the manager right here, I will not trade Kevin Durant to the Bulls. I would send it to another team. So
Well,
It's
you
not
got to
even
think
fit.
of it like, but
That's not a good fit. Bulls don't need him. It's not a good fit. You put him in there, and like AK said, you're not trading your whole team. Go ahead, Mitch.
now I don't see KD getting traded to the Eastern Conference. I don't see it. I really think it's going to the West, like Phoenix specifically.
specifically to Phoenix, but some teams had turned down for the contract right here. Some teams for the East have turned out with him because he's unlikable. But I can literally see at the Phoenix Sun or another team for the West because the East doesn't like him anymore.
But if you think about it too, I mean, the Suns can be a realistic team because what do the Suns have that the Nets are looking for? They got a bunch of good young players. You could essentially sign DeAndre Ayton and then trade him over to the Nets. You have Cam Payne. You have Cameron Johnson. You have Michael Bridges. You got a bunch of first round picks, and that's what the Suns would essentially have to do. Is they probably have to give up 3 of those core 4 young players, not including Devin Booker, and that's Michael Bridges, Cam Johnson, Cam Payne, and DeAndre Ayton, plus probably 2 or 3 first-round picks just to bring in a guy like Kevin Durant. And I wouldn't even be surprised if the Nets maybe try to attach a Joe Harris's contract to that deal as well. So that's the only way I could see Phoenix being able to acquire Kevin Durant. They're obviously going to keep Devin Booker because he just signed a new deal. Chris Paul's not going to go anywhere, but they pretty much have to give up 3 and maybe even all 4 of those core young players to the Brooklyn Nets if the Phoenix Suns are that serious to get a guy like Kevin Durant over there in Phoenix. But I think Phoenix is still the number 1 choice for where KD wants to go, with Miami being second.
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh my. For Miami, they would have to give up? Hero, Bam, and Lowry.
Duncan
I guess.
Robinson.
mm,
No, I don't think they're going to want a veteran like Larry. It'd probably be Bam Adebayo, maybe even Oladipo. They might ask for him. Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, and probably at least 2 or 3 first-round picks just to get Kevin Durant in there because they're not trading Butler. They're not trading Lowry. I don't think. I don't think they're going to trade Oladipo. So I think it's going to be pretty. They're not going to want veterans. The Nets. They're going to want young players with upside. So, yeah, I don't think there's any way they're going to trade for a Lowry. It's going to be for their young players, and Bam's going to be the centerpiece of that whole deal.
There is no way we keep DeRozan and Ball and Levine if we get KD, and I'm not I'm not willing to give out those guys up.
No,
Yeah,
I
I'm not
wouldn't
either.
either. It's a waste.
It's a waste for the Bulls, but if you're the team,
What's
like,
up, BL?
Fine.
What's good, guys? How are we all doing this afternoon?
Not bad. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Just got back from the Lancaster Barnstormers game.
How was that?
That was good. The Barnstormers won 6-1 over the. Man, how do I forget the team name every single time? Just give me a second. I'm gonna find the team name again because I keep forgetting that name.
We all know you're a Cowboys fan here. We know that.
Mitch, I know you did it. What is wrong with you? I know you did it.
here's the thing, though. You can't do it back.
BLC. I have a.
He's a Cowboys fan.
Oh shit!
Mitch, I know you're trolling. Don't get me started now.
Oh, what part
But
of the,
anyway,
the Eagles?
anyway,
the Cowboys?
the only team I can see in the East that I want, Sixers fans to call me crazy, but I said Sixers because of the window we have with Joel Embiid. We don't have that big of a window because, it's injury and, just like he's going to get tired of this team getting bounce down in the second round. Can he bounce down in the second round each time?
I don't see it. I don't see the Sixers, especially with the issues that Kevin Durant and James Harden had towards the end of that whole thing that was going on. I see no way the Sixers are going to trade for.
Yeah, number 4 for Jake Elliott. Ha!
It just does not make sense. It makes no. Almighty, nobody's sleeping on the Knicks. The Knicks have to go out there and prove what they can do. I mean, the Knicks are still a rebuilding team as we go. They're going to be a team that's going to be competing for a playoff spot. Nobody's sleeping on them. And the point with KD, the Sixers would literally have to give up every single young asset on their team other than Joel Embiid.
AK, don't even go there.
They
Don't.
would have to give up
Don't.
Thibault. They'd have to give up
I know you're
Maxey.
trolling.
They would have to maybe even give up a bunch of first-round picks just to make it happen with Kevin Durant. And I don't even know if James Harden would be in love with that, to have Kevin Durant, him reunite in Philly. So
I
don't
don't
see it
think
happening.
I don't think that Harden and KD were mad at each other. I think it was more of Kyrie. I think it was more Kyrie that drove James Harden away. I don't think because before Kyrie actually played, weren't they undefeated or something with those two?
No, they were struggling in and out at times. I mean, it was clear they were missing Kyrie Irving when he wasn't there because of his ability, as a ball handler and to get the ball to the other opponents. And Harden wasn't really as big of a scorer at times.
Yeah, okay, you just did right there.
What?
Nothing. Yeah.
I mean, didn't Harden, KD, and Kyrie have only 3 losses when they played together? When all 3 of them played together in Brooklyn?
I mean, I can't honestly remember because they barely even played together. It was very.
I know they barely played. I think they played 15 games, and they were 12-3 when they all played together.
Oh,
so
yeah,
they honestly weren't bad together at the end of the day.
No, they weren't. When they were together, you saw what they did in 2021 when they were pretty much blitzed that almost that same Celtics team. They beat them 4-0 when they had all 3 of those guys on that floor. Is when Harden got hurt and then Kyrie got hurt later. Is when the Nets just pretty much fell off. So I mean, I think
peace in a second.
I'll do this trade. I don't think Jeff would do this.
Oh no, I like Matisse Thybulle. I mean, we need a guy like a
You like Furkan?
It's because I like Thybulle. He's a good defensive player and a good power forward. That's
He's a small forward. He's not a power forward.
He's good on defense, so we need wing defenders. We don't have any really good wing defenders. And that's true. Kyrie was mad at both of them. They're all mad at each other. All 3 of them had issues with each other. So that's the problem.
Really?
Yo, what is up, man? Randy, how's it going?
What up, bud?
What's up,
What up?
Randy?
I might get kicked out here in a second. I just realized I got 1% left on my phone, so if I do, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. So, what was the trade you had offered you told me about the Raptors and KD. What was that again?
I said that the Raptors were contemplating. I mean, there's a lot of speculation that the Raptors don't want to get rid of Scotty Barnes. So there's a lot of people out there saying that Pascal Siakam, Gary Trent Jr., 3 first-round picks, 3 second-round picks, and they're still questioning whether or not if OG is included in that. But if OG is included, that means there's nobody really to play with. So I mean, they're contemplating whether or not they want that third player or if they want more picks. But that's the one that's going around up here.
I heard that, but I'm sorry. If
Oh, I'm getting shut down. I'm getting shut down.
If you want Durant, I want Scotty Barnes. Just plain simple. The Nets should not get off that whole thing. It's either Scotty Barnes is included in that trade or you're not.
Oh my gosh, Mitch. What is wrong with you?
But yeah.
Not the crazy one.
So Scotty Barnes is definitely the deal breaker.
Yes.
Like that
He is.
is the deal breaker. Would you want Pascal Siakam or no?
I like Pascal Siakam as a player. I mean, he's a pretty good player, but overall, I think Scotty Barnes he's got the upside. I mean, he was the rookie of the year for a reason. So if you're going to trade a huge talent, one of the best players in the NBA like Kevin Durant, you want the best player or one of the best players on that Raptors team, and that's Scotty Barnes. I want Scotty Barnes immediately.
Mitch, check your Twitter. Ben Simmons would be involved in this deal per Mark Stein. But they
What
can't
deal?
trade him because of the rookie thing, right?
Wait, what deal?
I don't know. In this trade, I wouldn't. Oh, there goes BOC. Okay. In this trade, I would want OG over Siakam on my team. So,
OG Anunoby?
yeah.
I mean, I'm not disrespecting Randall's team or anything. It's just there's not a lot of players on that Raptors team that I think would get complete good value for somebody like KD. There's a lot of teams that have better young players as a whole, plus more draft picks. And I mean, I think the Raptors got some good players. I mean, Garrett Trent's good. OG Anunoby is not bad. I mean, Siakam's a very good player in the league. And obviously, we just saw what Scotty Barnes could do. But I mean, I'm looking at the Suns. The Suns are that team I want to target the most if you're going to trade Kevin Durant because they got so many good core young players on that team, plus first-round picks to spare. So if I'm looking to trade KD, it's to get him out of the conference, like you were saying before, Mitch, and I want to bring in as much young talent with upside as possible. Mikal Bridges is a very good small forward in this league. Cam Johnson, Cam Payne, good bench players. DeAndre Ayton, while he struggled a hell of a lot this past postseason, he's still a guy that can give you good low post scoring, rebounding, shot blocking, and he could be a core piece going forward if you can find a way to keep Ben Simmons too. So I would not mind trading with the Suns if you're going to get rid of Kevin Durant. The Suns would be my team I would target.
CP3 will happen. Big three.
I could see it. No, I think that's what your big three would be in Phoenix if you're going to do that because all those other guys.
Now, would you take that over the Warriors, though? Would you take that over Curry, Clay, Wiggins, and Draymond?
No, I'm still taking the Warriors. Winning pedigree. The winning pedigree is going to come over that. Because
I mean, that's the only thing. I think the Suns will be able to compete with the Warriors. Like, that'll be a great series. But
that will be awesome.
I would still take the Warriors over that.
It's the winning pedigree, and they already got it done. This past season, they're only going to get more healthy and better. I mean, KD has not succeeded right now in terms of winning a championship without those Golden State Warriors players right now by his side. CP3 has been a notorious guy that's never been able to get over the top and get the job done. And Booker, you saw what he did this past postseason. He was horrendous in a clutch Game 7 game against the Dallas Mavericks. So I definitely pick the Warriors because Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Steph Curry have gotten the job done in the clutch moments for that Golden State team. And now Andrew Wiggins was able to get it done too. I would take those guys any day of the week right now over what Phoenix has done. Even though Phoenix might have a really strong big three, I still can't disrespect what that Warriors team did, especially this past season. It was really impressive what they did. So I'm definitely still giving the edge to the Warriors.
If KD goes to Phoenix, he'll be in a worse position than he was in Brooklyn. The Suns would have no bench.
That's what you have to do. You'd pretty much deplete your entire team if you want to get KD. Because the
Look,
Nets should
Suns
not be
still have
asking.
free agents they can target on small deals once we land KD, like Dennis Schroeder and etc.
Well, that's the thing too, is because look at what the Lakers did. Lakers had a lot of when the Lakers had before they brought in LeBron, they had a ton of good young talent on that team. They had Josh Hart, they had Brandon Ingram, they had Julius Randle, they had all these good young players on that team. LeBron James came in, tried it with all those young guys for about a year. And then eventually LeBron's like, I want to bring in my own guys. He started dismantling that team one by one, and he pretty much traded all those young guys for Anthony Davis, and eventually made another trade for Russell Westbrook. Had no bench at all, except for just a bunch of players that were either over the hill or were not as good as some of those young players they had before. So they just pretty much tried to go for it, and look what happened. Russell Westbrook was a disaster in Los Angeles. Anthony Davis could not stay healthy, and LeBron James started finally showing a little bit of cracks because he had an injury-proven season, and the same thing happened with the Nets. That's the risk you have to take. Is you want to bring in these superstar players on trades to try to see if you can go over the top, but at the same time, you're going to be pretty much dismantling your depth on the roster. So it's taking a chance that the superstars on the team can overcome the loss of the depth on the roster. So it's really, what is the benefit? Do you want 2 superstars and a great bench and depth, or do you want 3 or 4 superstars but literally no bench players out on the roster? So it's really like what direction you want to go.
Now for the Sixers, the only reason I want KD is, I mean, come on, Embiid can't Embiid's window is closing, like I said before, and I think he might leave. I honestly think if we can't get the job done with him, I would be like, Embiid, I'm sorry, I'm sorry if I held your career back. Sorry if I didn't promise you a ring. I'm going to trade you and start the rebuild. I really think it's getting to that point.
Well, what's his deal right now currently with Philly? Like, what contract does he have? When is his opt-out if he has one? When is his contract run out? How old? He's like what?
I'm going to look
30
it up
years
right
old?
now.
How old is he? 27?
I know Embiid's like under 30. I think he's like what 20 around like 24.
He's 28.
28. I was thinking
Yeah. Lucas says
They also had Lonzo, yeah.
Man.
That's right, the Lakers had Lonzo.
Lakers had all those players on those teams, including when they brought in LeBron
next
James.
Year,
they
this
tore
next
it all
year
down.
This season coming up, it's his contract year.
I thought he signed a new deal recently.
According to this, yeah, I know he signed a new deal. Wait.
Yeah, because Embiid got the Supermax. Embiid got the
Supermax. It doesn't say here. Oh, wait. Here it is.
Unless he has an
Here it is.
opt-out.
Got it. It goes until 2027.
Okay, so he's still got a few years on it. I don't think they're going to dismantle that team yet because you still got Maxey, who if he can emerge into like one of the best young scorers in the NBA, you still have him. You don't trade Thibault. You still got him on the team as a good young defensive player who can occasionally hit the 3. I mean, you still got you just brought in you have Harden now. You just brought in PJ Tucker, who's going to give you a couple of years at the power forward position. So you got more toughness, defensive presence into that low post. So I don't think the Sixers are going to go anywhere just yet. It's if they have just a horrendous season coming up where everything just goes wrong for them. Maybe you start hearing some rumblings from Embiid, like if he just doesn't want to deal with this stuff anymore, he doesn't think he could win, sort of like what happened with Durant in Brooklyn, or sort of what's going on with the Lakers too. Like LeBron is pretty much calling on Kyrie as his last chance.
You know how many? I'm not saying Embiid is a liar, but do you know how many players said they're going to stay on a specific team and end up leaving the next year? Kyrie did it with the Celtics. I mean, you can't take these guys' words. There's some players who can take their words, like definitely, but it's like, what is the word? You can't really trust them when it comes to things like that because they might think one way and another way.
They might change their mind and you might flip the script.
Yes. They'll go like, yeah, see ya. And see you, BRC. I know you're a Cowboys fan. Yep, leaving.
Mitch, you're trolling. Don't get me started.
I'm just saying honest stuff. But yeah, it's just something we just gotta keep an eye on. I mean, this is why we got PJ Tucker, because Embiid wanted him. So of course Daryl Morey will go out and get him because Embiid wanted him. No matter what play Embiid wants, you're gonna get. And Embiid did say that he wants Morey to go all out to get KD.
You'd have to dismantle that team, though, completely if you're going to bring in Kevin Durant.
We don't
You might as well say goodbye to all your young players if you're going to get – and you put draft picks.
Maxey would definitely be in a deal, 100,000.
Maxey, Thibault, first-round picks, every single good young player is going to be –
I feel like we would have to get rid of Tobias, too, to handle KD's contract.
You know what would probably happen? We'd probably do
I think
contract and Tobias, and you get Joe Harris. You'd probably get our bad contract, too. Because Joe Harris has got a contract they want trying to trade.
What I think it's said for KD, this was something I heard. I think they said like Maxey, Thibault, Tobias Harris, and then I think it was a few draft picks to get KD. But you would have to go all out for KD, and if we got KD, we would definitely lose Tyrese Maxey, eventually who is going to be one of the best young players in the league, and that's honestly just going to. Now, if we have to get rid of Maxey, though, it's just a problem. But you do get a scorer in KD that definitely has a lot of experience and definitely knows how to play alongside Joel Embiid.
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to destroy that team, though. I mean, look what happened. Look what happened last year. You guys had something going pretty well, and then when you guys decided to trade for James Harden, I think it really actually ended up hurting your squad overall because you lost that 3-point presence by getting rid of Seth Curry, and Andre Drummond was a really solid backup center for you guys. And when Embiid got hurt,
yeah, and he was also a good rebounder.
Exactly.
Well, I wanted Drummond. I thought Drummond was going to come back. I really thought Drummond was going to come back.
I thought
me too.
And then he went to
I
Chicago.
thought Drummond was going to come back, honestly.
Yeah. So, Awesomeness, what is up?
What's up, Mitch? What's up, man? How you doing? What's up?
I'm doing good. Just talking basketball. You know how it is. Got to step away from football every now and again. So
That's true. I mean, football is still the best, though. Can't wait for this season, though.
For football? Yeah, I can't wait either. Yeah. So tell me real quick, how do you like Scary Terry's contract extension? You must love it, right?
Hells yeah.
There you
yeah.
go. There you go. People say that's the best wide
Commanders
receiver in
made
our
years.
division.
Best thing the Commanders have done in years was resigning Terry McLaurin. Well deserved. Well deserved by them.
Mm-hmm. Always, man.
DeMarcus Cousins is still on the board. I'll take him, I guess.
Not sleeping on. I don't even know if he has anything left. DeMarcus Cousins ain't the same DeMarcus Cousins he was in Sacramento.
No. I mean, he didn't. I mean, the Pelicans, him with the Pelicans, and him with AD on the Pelicans. Like, what happened there? I think that's gonna happen with Rudy Gobert and Cat. The same thing.
Well, Cousins was great until he tore his Achilles. When he had that Achilles injury, that's pretty much killed his career because he's never been the same since he suffered that devastating injury in New Orleans. Because when he was healthy, him and Anthony Davis were problems down low. I mean, they were rebounding, shot blocking, scoring down low. Both of them were averaging double-doubles every single game. With Drew Holiday there, that team was a problem. It's when Cousins tore his Achilles a couple of years ago, and then he just has never been the same player since then. He just doesn't have the same quickness he had. He doesn't have the same explosion to the basket. I mean, it's just he lost a lot. I mean, some people just can't recover from those types of injuries, while others, they're able to come back a lot sooner and still have the same skill set they did before. Cousins just never was able to recover, and he's never been the same player since.
What's going on, Mitch?
What is going on, Iverson Vlogs? I think it's the first or second time you popped on here.
Yeah, man. I'm nervous, man. I want that notification.
Bro, if that happens, I gotta have you on a show. We'll just talk about it, definite. But dude, that's on. Everyone's thinking about KD. That's just
I got an idea. Indiana's interested in DeAndre Ayton. 3 teams between Indiana, Brooklyn, and Phoenix. Phoenix lands
Okay.
KD. Brooklyn lands Miles Turner, Buddy Hield, draft picks, Cam Johnson, and other players. Chris Duarte, and Indiana gets Ayton.
How do you like that, Jeff?
How many draft picks? Number one,
Like
for Brooklyn.
multiple. How many you want?
I want Michael Bridges, and I'd rather have Ayton than Miles Turner.
You know how many times
more- I want more
Mikal Bridges? I can't stand Mikal. I mean, I love Mikal. I can't stand what the Sixers did with him.
Dude, I have a feeling something's going to happen tomorrow.
On
Yeah,
4th of
Iverson,
July?
you should start a channel, like definitely. Wait, don't you have one?
No, I don't.
I thought you did.
No, I don't.
Who's this Sony guy that? Yeah, if you
If you
did,
haven't already, please subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network and subscribe to all these great content creators here on the panel. I hope everybody's enjoying your Sunday. Thank you for
And
coming
Baylor,
by
did you see
the chat today, talking some NBA free agency. Thank you, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Subscribe if you haven't already to all these great content creators here, and make sure you smash the like button at the bottom. It's just a very easy thing. Just grab that mouse or grab that key button and hit that like button. And make sure you turn on the bell for future notifications.
there you go. What is up, Coach Dante? What is up?
What's up, Coach?
Yeah, Iverson. I mean, are you willing to give up everything for KD?
I'm willing to give up DA because DA's out the window already.
Yeah.
Cam Johnson.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If we could get something back in return for KD in a 3-team deal, like a Bogdanovich, let's say Utah's involved,
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it. KD, Mikal can go, unfortunately.
I mean, here's the one thing for me. With Rudy Gobert and Utah getting that many picks, I really think Brooklyn's going to top that.
Yeah, but you know what? James Jones said he doesn't care about draft picks. He doesn't care. He just gives
He
them
said
away like,
that? I didn't even.
yup, that's what he said.
Wow.
Are you willing to gut your entire bench and young players, though, and just try to build a team with, like, Booker, Durant, and Paul as your top three, and then a bunch of guys you signed to mid-level, smaller deals? Are you
Well,
willing
right
to
now,
do that?
so you guys want Mikal. I can see our lineup being CP, Book, Durant, Crowder, and maybe we can get like Thomas Bryant on a deal. Who's a solid role player. Who's solid.
What up, Coach?
Yo, y'all can
Hey,
hear me?
Coach.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. That's a bit. That's a bit.
Good, Dante.
What's up,
And
Coach
I'm just
Dante?
going to keep this comment up here. I'm just going to keep this up here.
Would you, Iverson, would you be willing to trade
Why, Mitch? Why?
Ayton, Cam Johnson, Cam Payne, Michael Bridges, and 2 or 3 first-round picks for Kevin Durant and Joe Harris?
I would do that, maybe Mikal, but I would trade all those other players. But maybe Mikal, but it's Kevin Durant. We have to risk something.
I
Oh,
think the Knicks would
Eric.
ask for
Oh,
Mikal.
Eric.
Hey, Eric, how's Westbrook, huh?
Oh.
Westbrook's about to become a net soon, it looks like.
Yeah, but you know what's so bad
I'm
for
going to keep
Laker
this up
fans?
here.
They're
Big
gonna have to deal
Fridge.
with the Clippers,
No.
the Warriors, and Suns.
No, that is the last fan base I need to be a fan of in terms of college.
Iverson KD overrated. You need to trade for a legendary Tobias Harris. Yes, sir.
Oh,
I'll do that.
Look, Tobias there, Sixers legend.
I like Tobias Harris. He's a decent player.
Who was this next to me? Oh, Dante.
That was the Coach Dante.
I'm like, wait,
And we
who's
just
here?
lost.
And I'll just keep this up here for safekeeping. But
Why,
Yeah.
Mitch? Why?
I mean, Eric is right.
Just like the Raiders.
Touche.
Wait, what's your football team?
The Steelers.
That's what I thought. That's what I really thought. So how do you feel about Kenny Pickett?
I like it. But it's a new era in Pittsburgh. No Big Ben no more. He's gone from retirement. It's gonna be different.
It's crazy. That legendary 2004
They don't
NFL
have
draft
Juju
class is
Smith-Schuster.
gone.
They don't have James Washington.
Because I didn't even see the Super Bowls mostly for the Steelers because I'm only 18 years old. So I was born in 03. So
I got a question for everybody. Out of all those 3 great quarterbacks that came out in that draft, Eli Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, and Philip Rivers, who would you say is in the Hall of Fame? Who would you say is going to be in the Hall of Fame? I'd put all 3. I'd put all 3 in there.
Hey, Eric, if you want to come in, the link's right here.
Pull up, Eric.
We won championship, bro. Look, it's been a long time, so I could say that with my team. I could say, yeah, we have 3 Super Bowls, but it's been a long time.
No, I think he was talking about the Lakers.
Oh, yeah, the Lakers have a lot.
Awesomeness, who are you a fan of? What's your football team?
Who, me?
The Awesomeness.
Awesomeness is the Commanders.
Oh, that's right. You was just talking. I'm sorry. It's been a long time for you guys, but you guys at least have 3 championships to hold your lore on. So, and the Steelers are one of the most model franchises in the NFL history. So, I mean,
yeah, I need to. Yeah.
Hey, Fridge, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I could say that more. There's a lot of just Eagles fans. I know some of them are just like, woo!
That's not me.
No, you're a cool man. I have no
Thank
problem.
God. I was like, that's not me.
AK, everybody, but look at Connor, but the ones that are really just, woo, I cannot. No! They're overhyping their team, saying that they're going to be 16-0 and undefeated.
You're literally pointing to your name and your handle, Mitch.
There you go. It's the guy below me.
No.
It's a Cowboys fan below me. But
well, hey, at least the
no, man. I know you're trolling. Shut up.
But seriously,
Dak Prescott's your father, Mitch.
yeah,
Dak Prescott rocks you into bed every night.
Ultimate Sports, how'd you feel about Bradley Beal getting that extension back?
Thank you, Lord. I mean, because I thought he was not going to get it.
Wait, you honestly thought he was not going to get it?
Washington.
I thought he was not going to be here because he declined the first one. So I thought,
he's going to get a new deal. He's going to get a new deal. That's why I declined it. He was never leaving Washington. That guy's as loyal to the Wizards as I've ever seen any player loyal to their franchise. He's going to retire.
Big Fridge, come up here and defend yourself if you got a better one for us.
I commend, you know what? I commend Bradley Beal. Even after all the losing that guy's been doing all through the years, he still remains loyal to that franchise. Maybe he just wants all that money because he can get the biggest deal from Washington, but you don't really see a lot of players stick with their own team for that. Like you stick with one team for their whole career, especially in the NBA. So I commend a guy like Bradley Beal wanting to be a Wizard pretty much his whole career. So, I mean, I can't hate a guy for doing that. I mean, same thing with Damian Lillard if he stays with the Trailblazers going forward. So you don't see that often.
Iverson Vlogs, look who's here.
Oh, it's Eric. Yikes.
Hey, you should change your profile picture. Your team is depleting.
What up, Eric?
We got Coach Dante, we got Eric, and we got Iverson Vlogs here.
Hey. I know we had a bad season, but it's all right. It's all right. We don't have too many losing seasons.
Eric, we got Iverson Vlogs here.
And then you got Coach Dante below everyone.
What's up, Coach Dante? What's up, bro?
What's good, Coach Dante?
Coach, what's up, man?
Your brain is a bean.
Big Fridge, don't.
But Dante, what's going on, man? What's going on?
What up?
I saw that show with you and East Coast. That was good.
Appreciate it.
That was really good.
Awesome.
But Eric, do you think you're gonna get Kyrie Irving now?
Oh, those trades. I don't know if you've been hearing. I like how it sounds. I love how it sounds. The fact that
but
the
can
Nets.
you imagine this?
Go ahead.
In the second round, you have the Warriors versus the Lakers and Clippers and Suns.
Look, let's be honest, and this is not me being biased. Okay, let's be honest. The viewership of these playoffs and the watch of the finals was the most lowest it's been in years. Why? Because the Lakers ain't in it. That's why.
Oh wait,
so we're gonna be back. Don't worry. If we trade Westbrook, nobody could talk about Westbrook no more because he'll be on another team, and hopefully it's the Sixers. But most likely he's going to Brooklyn.
Not going to be.
Most likely he's going to Brooklyn.
We're
And I
literally
hope this
not
trade
that
goes through.
stupid, bro.
I hope what Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka do is not decline the option. I don't care if they put Joe Harris in. If they put Joe
Eric.
Harris in, take it. Take it. I don't know why they have so much of a problem with just taking Joe Harris because they want Seth Curry so bad. If they decline this shit just because Seth Curry's not in it, I'm gonna throw a goddamn 50-minute rant on these motherfuckers.
Eric. I will let the Suns land to the 6th seed on purpose. And you guys get 3,
Oh,
and we'll match up with you on the first round with Durant.
Look, I hope you
Then
know
we'll
your
snap
window. What your window was 2 years. I gave you
If we
guys
get
2
KD,
years.
the
Your
window's
window's
back.
done. It's done. It's done. You had a chance the year before.
You better
Got
hope
your
we don't
ass
get
whooped.
KD.
You
better
had
hope
a chance
to
last
God,
year.
you
Got your
better
ass
pray to
whooped by
God.
Luka. You got your ass whooped by Luka
Lakers-
without no help. So it's
Lakers
done.
better be
It's done.
Lakers better be hoping that LeBron James is not finally starting to show his age and he's not starting to break down, because the first year he actually started breaking down as a player and got injured a lot. So the Lakers
I
better
think
be
he's got
praying that
one-
LeBron James
I
is
think
finally
he-
not breaking down.
I think he has one more good year. I think so.
I hope
Who?
so.
Because
You
next
just
year's
better hope his
probably
body
his
can
last
keep
year.
it together.
Who? LeBron?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm
I
just
think if
waiting
LeBron-
to see who. I'm just waiting to see who's gonna draft Bronny.
That's
And
it,
then-
yeah.
I mean,
Because it's
shit, we
just
got
like
Shaquille O'Neal. son.
Scouts have said that Bronny's a second rounder, but if you get LeBron too, would that be a first overall
Yeah,
pick? for him?
probably.
Yeah,
Braun and
definitely.
LeBron and Bronny would be something if they were together.
LeBron.
I mean,
I think that's
BRC.
what's going to happen.
I mean, look, BRC. You have Kate Cunningham, you have Killian Hayes, you got Jaden Ivey. Your team is looking great.
You can't put him on a young team, man.
Don't believe
Yeah,
what Big Fritz says, bro. He
Young team.
literally has the OKC Thunder as his profile picture.
Mitch, I'm just gonna say last night.
And by the way,
there was
Big Fred, your brain is literally the size of a pea, bro.
BRC should stop. I'm vlog, go for it.
Nick, I'm just gonna say last night there was, I don't know if it was real, but then he unliked it. Katie unliked the tweet that said Katie was looking at houses in the valley.
Jesus.
Oh, if we get Katie, Eric, we're coming for y'all.
I just want everyone to get a good laugh that Ben Simmons deactivated his Instagram again.
I don't care. I don't care. Instagram.
I'm just waiting on
Eric, you
my
want Ben
phone.
Simmons? Eric, I know your team wants Ben Simmons.
I'm just waiting on my phone to say Westbrook has been shipped
Mitch,
out.
please
And
get
I will-
Kyrie Irving than the Lakers can. Please.
No,
If we
Yes.
get Kyrie and Joe Harris or Seth Curry, this team is gonna look a lot better already. Just
it's
based
gonna
on
be a
those
lot
two
better. Yeah.
Yeah, to
I'll
get an
give you
ass
that.
whooping my
players. Did you see how much young talent we just got? They did exactly what was supposed to happen. They got Toscano Anderson. They got Lonnie
BRC,
Walker.
stop that.
These guys are all young dudes that are pretty impactful when they play, and I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
I'm sad that Malik Monk had to go, but
Oh, I knew you were heartbroken over that.
yeah, that's the one player I want at least back based on everybody else. Now
I think
want
the
nobody
Lakers
else
are going to
back.
get Joe Harris. I don't think they're going to get rid of Seth Curry because the Nets are going to try to salary dump Joe Harris because he's making a bigger contract. Seth Curry doesn't really have a large contract at all.
Wait, what is Joe Harris' contract again?
He signed like a 3 or 4 year, $72 million deal a year ago.
Here's what the trade negotiations are going down, and I love that they actually, it's unlike the Raiders in the NFL where they're very quiet. They're actually pretty out there, these negotiations. So apparently what's happening is that they're having Kyrie for Westbrook, but because of Westbrook's contract, the Brooklyn Nets have to put in a contract. The contract they're willing to put in is Joe Harris's contract because that matches it. Then on top of that, we are supposed to give a lot of compensation as far as draft capital goes in order to make that work. But what the Lakers want is Seth Curry. They don't want Joe Harris. So Seth Curry's contract is a whole different deal. So now they even have to put either another contract or more even compensation into it to get Seth Curry. But Brooklyn doesn't want to give up Seth Curry.
Fine.
They're pretty much staying put at it's only Joe Harris or nothing. That's
Yeah,
what's
they
happening.
don't want to get rid of Seth Curry because they think
Which
Seth
I'm cool
Curry's
with.
obviously healthy. He's healthy.
I'm cool with Joe. Yeah,
Joe
that's
Harris
the
is coming
problem.
off two ankle surgeries right now, making big money. So I can understand why they would
yeah.
want to do that. They want to offload that contract, and they think that Seth Curry could still be a part of this team's future. Because, I mean, when he was healthy and he was playing with a bad ankle going into the playoffs this past season, they think he'd still be some type of contributor to this offense. I mean, he's a great
Yeah.
three-point shooter. He can score. in bunches when he's on the floor. So I could see the reason why they would want to keep Seth Curry around. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to trade him, but I mean, if you really think that if he doesn't want to be here, maybe you try to ink him to a longer term deal, and then you trade him off to the Lakers. I mean, if he really does not want to be part of the Nets for the future going forward, I mean, I think everybody on the Nets team, except for like maybe some of the younger players, I think everybody on that Brooklyn Nets team right now is up for sale. It doesn't matter who you are. I think the Nets are willing to trade anybody for the right price, whether it's Simmons, Curry, Durant, Irving, obviously, even like some of the younger players like Cam Thomas, Deron Payne, or Deron Sharp, and also David Duke Jr., Kessler Edwards, any of these younger guys that are currently on the Nets right now, I think they're all up for sale for the right price. Because I think the Nets, if Durant and Irving are definitely 100% gone, and they just don't know what's going on with Ben Simmons, I think the Nets are just maybe willing to just sell off the entire team and just like start from scratch with a bunch of draft picks and a bunch of young talent on the team.
But when do you think that's gonna happen? The trades, the two big trades.
I mean, the Nets are not in a rush to trade away Durant because they have all the negotiation power. Durant did not have to sign that 4-year extension less than a year ago, but he did. So Durant, he has no leverage in these trade negotiations. He signed the 4-year extension. So Durant, he can essentially, he's stuck there. If the Nets don't want to trade Kevin Durant, they can just say, well, we're calling your bluff. You have no leverage. You have no power in this. You could sit out if you'd like because we don't have to trade you if you don't feel like it. It's going to be a pain in the ass to deal with a disgruntled superstar at the same time that might not want to play. But if he was playing on a last year of his contract, or if he had an opt-in or opt-out, yes, his leverage is more towards him. But he signed that extension. I don't know if there's any type of clause in his contract where he can still get out after his first year, after he signed his extension or anything. But right now, the Nets hold all the leverage with Kevin Durant. So they could play a little tug-of-war game where it's a possibility that the Nets could just say, we understand you want to be traded, you want to go to your preferred destination, but the Nets could do one of two things. They could either trade him to somewhere where he wouldn't want to go, and the possibility is they want to go trade him to wherever team is willing to give up the most compensation of good young players and draft picks, or the Nets could just call his bluff and be like, we get you want to be traded, but we still think we want to go into this season with one more chance to compete for a championship. We're going to hold on to you. We're going to try to bring in some other core good young players and core assets to this team. Maybe try to convince and sway your decision and try to go for it one more year. And if we don't get it done in 2022, 2023, then in the 2023 offseason, we'll trade you to your preferred destination. That's what I think the Nets might be trying to do. But, I mean, at this point, every single person is expecting a trade for Durant this offseason.
I'm not going to lie. I think something might go down tomorrow. Something tells me.
I'm just going to look right now and see if anything happened. I doubt
what up,
it.
Tosh?
July, something tells me it's going to have a freaking fireworks going to go off.
I don't know if it's going to happen.
Yo, what up, Taj? If you want to come in, man, the link in the chat. If you want to come in. But, yeah, I agree. I think something's either going to happen later on tonight. I don't think tomorrow is, but it is July 4th tomorrow. But I think it's either going to be tonight, somehow tomorrow, I don't know, or Tuesday. I feel like something's going down tomorrow.
The Brooklyn GM even said he would rather have a team that plays hard and that gets 40 wins than KD or Kyrie. That's what I saw on NBA Central.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. All right. Anything from Woj? Nope. Nothing.
Everybody's waiting for KD. That's why. Everybody's waiting for the KD news to drop.
Yeah. Now, what do you guys think about the Zion contract extension? Jeez, I'm about to share on the screen. Here, look. Hold on. New Orleans Pelicans star Zion Williamson has agreed on a 5-year, $193 million designated maximum rookie extension that could earn him as much as $231 million. Brandon Ingram is making less than that.
This makes me feel better about Westbrook.
Huh?
This makes me feel better about the Westbrook contract.
Oh, really? Yeah.
This some sorry ass contract for a guy that didn't even play. The guy doesn't even feel like playing basketball. The guy's too busy eating fruit roll-ups and shit.
I bet he can beat Russell Westbrook in a one-on-one still.
Oh my god, Iverson, your team is trash.
Are you guys going at it right now? Because if you are, I get it.
Man, I'm not worried about the Lakers.
I'm not worried about the Suns. They haven't won jack shit.
That's cool.
Katie did it back in 2016.
Steve Nash
Yeah,
can't even do it as a
on
coach.
July 4th, KD's out with the Warriors.
I remember that. I went back. I think it popped up on my home feed. It was the video I made that KD got signed by the Warriors. I was like, what the hell? I found that video. Zion looked jacked in his new picture. Again, photoshopped. Anything could be photoshopped nowadays. So for me, it's just like, just waiting to see on that. You just don't know. Zion Williamson, we're talking about his picture, if it's photoshopped or not.
Zion Williamson should be just worrying if he could stay on the court for an entire season. Besides trying to jack up. So that dude got a major big deal without even playing an entire season.
He played under 100 games.
Because he's got high potential. That's why he got that huge deal. He's got such great potential as a player, and that the New Orleans Pelicans are pretty much paying him for his upside more than actually him playing on the court. So I don't know what they're thinking. I think they're nuts for giving him that contract. But, hey, if the guy can stay healthy, he is a great player. He can be a very good player in this league. So,
So, Coach Dante, how do you feel about Zion Williamson's new contract?
Like I say, that was a desperate contract because it was rumors around that he wanted to leave and he wanted to be traded and go to New York, possibility. But again, the guys at the same time, the guy doesn't stay on the court, but he's not a bust. He's not a bust at the same time. So hearing that around, the guy's not a flat out bust. The guy, first year averaged 22, second year 2021 averaged 27. So basically, they banking on potential and him being healthy, that's going to be, that's not going to be the case. I don't think he's going to be healthy for a full season, but the guy is far from a bust. But I wouldn't have gave him the contract. I would have had to wait the one more year out until he proved that he can play at least half a year, at least 72 games. At least 72 games. He played 61 games in 2020 to 21. So again, the guy's not a bust at all. He has superstar potential. The problem is he's not on the court.
Yeah, he's not a bust. Here's my thing about this, right? I'm a huge fan of Zion. I watched him from freshman year of high school when he was my height. And then now he's like 6'6", 230 or something like that. Probably even more weight now. It's just like in the injury that happened at Duke. It's ridiculous right there. But he can really be something if he just stayed healthy. That's the thing with these players. Not just Zion. A lot of these players are injury prone. Suck.
I mean, he's probably have to look at the guys that were in his draft class. I mean, look at Ja Morant. Ja Morant, who was picked right after Zion, has emerged himself into one of the best young players in the NBA for his first couple of seasons have been there. And RJ Barrett is not too shabby as well. He's been a very good player too. Maybe not at the superstar level as Knicks fans were hoping for. And then you have Zion Williamson, who has a ton of upside, but the guy just can't stay on the court consistently. I understand the move. I agree with Coach. I think it was more out of desperation because they probably thought that Zion was going to leave and probably head over to the Knicks because that's been the long-standing rumor that Zion's wanted to be a New York Knick for a while. So they probably said, you know what, we're still going to put faith in his upside. We still think this guy's going to be a good player going forward. So we're going to pay him that contract, keep him in New Orleans. Hopefully he can stay healthy, and then we're going to go forward and see what this guy can do with the young core we put together. So I get why they did it. I think it's very risky, though, because the guy has to prove he can stay healthy and play close to our full 82-game season.
Yeah. Yeah. Is he a one-time All-Star, right?
Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a one-time All-Star and was a 2019-2020 rookie all-team, all-rookie first team. Yeah, so he's a one-time All-Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taj is right. That's a good point by him. He's the only player in history to average 27 points and is 60% shooting. The guy has talent. He's got upside. He just needs to stay healthy. That's his bugaboo. He's a really good player when he's healthy. It's just he's got to stay on the court. Period. And this past season is a nerve.
Did he ever shoot a three?
I think he has. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he has.
the first year, 2019, 2020, he shot 42% from three.
His first
Yeah.
game against the
His
Spurs,
first
he made
year.
like 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he splashed 4 in a row.
The guy's got ability to hit the three-point shot, and he can be dominant down low. I mean, there's no denying the talent of Zion Williamson. Everybody knows how good this player can be when he's healthy and what he can do for that Pelicans team. It's just he's got to stay on the court, and this past year was very concerning that he missed pretty much the entire season due to injuries. So you got to hope that he can come back after getting that big contract from the Pelicans and have a big-time bounce-back season and pretty much stay healthy. I mean, Pelicans are putting a lot of faith he can.
He shot 42.9, 2019 and shot. He did a lot shittier the next year. 29% from threes and didn't take too many threes.
Because he was injured, wasn't he?
No, he played 61 games that
He
year.
played 61 games. He played 61 games in 20.
Yeah, I mean, when you're an inside scorer like that, of course you're supposed to.
I would be
go
fine
over
if he could just
60%.
play 61 games. If he can just play over 60 games, I'll be fine with that because injuries happen every day in any type of sport. So if he can play 60 games, over 60 games, I can just be fine with that alone.
He's a great he has a lot of strength in the paint as far as when it comes to rebounds, especially. He knows how to push everybody out without causing a foul, getting the rebounds. And you need somebody like that, especially when you got a team full of, not very consistent shooters, but you need a ball dominant guy in the paint. And I think he's the one. But like I said, they're really banking on him. Like you guys said, they're really banking on him to stay healthy. That's the question. If he doesn't stay healthy, this reminds me of like the whole Brown situation with giving somebody so much money and not even being able to play or something, It's two different things because one involves things, but, you get what I mean.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of a not as bad, but pretty close, like Greg Oden's situation, where Greg Oden has another big guy who had so much upside and talent, but that guy's career was destroyed by injuries. I mean, absolutely destroyed. We all know when Greg Oden was picked number 1 by the Blazers, the guy had incredible upside. He was supposed to be one of the best big young centers coming into the NBA at that time. I believe he was picked before Durant as well.
Yeah,
and he just
Durant
could
went
not.
number 2. Durant went number 2, right behind.
He was picked number 1 in the draft, and Durant was picked right after him because they trusted in Oden's upside. And the guy just struggled throughout his career with injuries. He could never remain healthy on the court.
Eric, you're good at colleges. What school did Greg Oden go to?
I'm good at colleges. What school did
I
Greg
believe he
Oden go
went
to?
to
Ohio State, right?
Ohio State.
Ohio State. That's right.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't because you asked me. I thought you were.
Yeah,
referring to
because
UNC.
I
He
know
was
you
in
know
the
a
East
lot about
Coast.
colleges and college sports.
Oh,
So-
hey, ask Dante on that one, bro. I don't. Hey,
I knew it the whole time.
hey, no,
more-
Coach.
wait,
Dante.
are you-
Hey, I'm not Coach Dante, bro. I know a
Are
little
you
bit of
more into-
college.
I actually
I
want to
don't know
know
all of
this.
it. I don't know all of it.
I actually want to know this. Are you more into college football or college basketball? Football?
Oh, football. Yeah,
Football?
yeah.
College
For me, it's
football, no
basketball.
doubt. College football.
And Max, what is up? Max coverage. And it
What's
was.
up, Max?
The only thing
Ohio
I knew is
State.
that he wasn't in the West Coast. That's all I knew. That's
Yeah.
that's all I.
Smash
Anyway,
that like
Ohio
button and make sure you sub up to all these great content creators up here on the panel. Every single one of us. Hit the like button. It only takes you 2 seconds to be able to do that. Turn on notifications for the next video, short, whatever live stream that comes out for Mitch, Hardcore Sports, for any of our channels individually. Hope everybody's enjoying your Sunday. Have a great 4th of July as well. And thank you for coming by the stream and putting your comments in there about the NBA free agency. Thank you very
And-
much.
I really appreciate that, Jeff. Thank you. And this is the one thing that actually bothers me about the Eagles fan base. How can you compare which team is better without the team even stepping on the field?
This was
first?
what I was saying earlier when Bergen put this out.
Hey, I go lie.
I was
Every
like,
time
we haven't even seen the 2022 team yet.
Hey, I go live, but every time I open up Twitter or if I open up, all I hear is you guys bashing each other, and it's funny.
Twitter gives me headaches,
Well, that's
bro.
the thing. That's the problem is that everybody's making expectations for what's going to happen during the season because of what what you see in the off season.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. What happens if, God forbid, the New York Jets of all teams come into the 2022 season and Zach Wilson just clicks? Garrett Wilson becomes Jamar Chase of 2022. Elijah Moore becomes great. Becton all of a sudden has a resurgence year, and he plays to his ability. I'm telling you, what happens if like the New York Jets have a great season going into 2020? You don't know. Everybody right now, it's a clean slate. You don't know who's going to get hurt. You don't know who's going to get hurt in preseason or training camp. You don't know what team is all of a sudden just going to have it click for them and have a great season. What team that has high expectations just crashes to the floor. It's such an unpredictability with the NFL that you just don't know. You have some idea of what teams are going to be good and what teams will suck, but at the same time, the NFL is the most unpredictable sport out of every sport because you just have no idea because injuries are such a major factor with every team going into the NFL. You just don't know what's going to happen. Hell, the New York freaking Giants can all of a sudden become a good team, and we've sucked for years. The Philadelphia Eagles could pull 2011 where everybody thought they were going to be the dream team, and they crashed to the floor. You don't know what's going to happen.
You have to bring that up.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just putting it out there. You don't
I mean,
know
we're not
what's going to
all
happen.
BOC's Cowboys. We're all not always hyped.
Like Cowboys fans, they think fans always think they're going to win the Super Bowl every year because that's just what the Cowboys fans think. And then when the playoffs come around, they crash and burn all the time. So you don't know what's going to happen.
But,
I'm just saying the NFL is so unpredictable. Coach Dante's Houston Texans, also with Lovie Smith, he can lead that team to a divisional title. You don't know. Maybe that team just is a lot better and puts it together a lot sooner than we think. You don't know. There's always those teams that could be a Cincinnati Bengals team that comes out of nowhere.
Raiders are going to win the whole thing.
Eric's Raiders include that too.
Yeah.
I got a lot of hate the other day. Oh, I forgot when it was. I did a live stream once, and I was like, guys, like I have so much confidence in this team, and we should be good. We should be a 11+ team easily. But we've seen this coach before. I know it was the past, and he took accountability. But we got to see what happens on the field. We got to see these guys connect on the field. It's one thing to look at OTAs and training camp and look at what they see in press conferences. It's another thing to execute it. I got a lot of hate to that one. I ain't gonna cap. But to be honest, I just feel like I kind of, when I give predictions about teams, I kind of see what they did last year and then see what they did this year as far as movement goes and see the coaching staff overall, because I take that all into accountability. And I don't know, a lot of teams are overhyped. I mean, even though our team made a lot of moves, all the spotlight, like the whole spotlight is going onto the Chargers instead of us, which I love because every year the spotlight's always on the Chargers, so it's nothing new. But when it gets to that, it makes the season interesting when a team, people are predicting, especially the media is predicting a team to be good, and then the season starts and that team is horrible, and that's what makes football in general, even college, there's a lot of upsets. It makes the whole football game, the game of football, interesting. And I think this season is going to honestly be one of the best seasons we've seen in over a decade, to be honest.
I agree. And that's why football is the best sport out there, because the fact you also have that salary cap. The salary cap being implemented in there where you don't have specific teams that can go nuts spending like you have in baseball, or even to some degree NBA. And you'll have super teams being put together. The NFL is the most balanced league out there. Yeah, you have some teams that are generally good most of the time, Iverson Steelers have been a consistently good team for years. The Packers have been good for years. The Chiefs have been good for a while. The Bucks recently, but most of the time you have those teams that come out of nowhere, like the Bengals of this past season. Nobody expected them to go to the Super Bowl this year. I mean, you have a lot of unpredictability with the NFL, so that's the one reason that you just don't know what's going to happen. Any of these teams that you think could emerge, it's a possibility they do. Maybe some of these teams finally put it together and they can have themselves a season. I think with the Raiders specifically, I think they have made some fantastic moves, and I mean, in my premium take show I did yesterday with Adam Costas, Mac the Giants fan, and Zion Zenith. I'm just throwing a sub out there for them. Make sure you sub up to their channels. Great content creators for the Giants. I actually threw out there when we did a top 5 quarterback ranking. I actually put Derek Carr as my in the top 5 because I think this guy is ready to emerge with everything they're putting around him. And I think Josh McDaniels is going to make such a huge difference for him with his play calling and scheming. And I just think with all those playmakers, if they stay healthy around him, I think this is the chance for Derek Carr to emerge into one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. And I don't think it's that outlandish for it to happen because if he can have any type of chemistry that he did with Devontae Adams back in their SMU days, we know what Renfro can do. You see what Darren Waller can do when he's healthy. I mean, those 3 guys, you have to try to double you can't double all 3 of them. One of them is going to be open. All Derek Carr has to do is just find the open guy and not be selfish and just throw it to one guy singly. He's going to have to try to spread the wealth all around. And then DeMarcus Robinson, and I heard Matt Collins is doing a pretty good job in camp too. He could be a guy that can emerge as that number 3 receiver. And we all know with Josh Jacobs how good he can still be, even though he's going to a contract year or so. I think the Raiders, I've been fully on that Raiders bandwagon since they made that Devontae Adams and Chandler Jones move. And I think Derek Carr has the ability to be a top quarterback this year. I really believe a lot in that Raiders team going into this year, and they could be that team that could come out of nowhere and take that division. You don't know. That's why I even said a team like the Jets. Jets got a lot of good young talent. Don't sleep on that team. They got a lot of good young talent on that roster. You don't know when eventually it's going to click and come together. Happened with the Bengals this past year. Why can't it happen with a team like the Jets? Just saying.
Yep. Yeah. And it's actually difficult to win in MetLife. It's actually difficult.
Oh,
to
I
win.
hate that stadium.
Yeah.
We always get crushed in that stadium.
We hate it too. The Giants and Jets fans hate MetLife. We hate it. It looks like a freaking tin can.
Oh.
One of the worst stadiums. It's one of the worst stadiums. I miss Giants Stadium so bad. I miss Giants Stadium so much compared to that garbage stadium at MetLife. I hate that stadium.
That one backs coverage coming after the Texans. Damn.
Dante's going to be coming after you, man. This is Dante's team.
Hey, talk about the Astros. Talk about the Astros.
Oh boy.
That's my
What up,
reaction.
Speedy Eagle?
Oh, what's up?
I actually think that the Texans are going to be a pretty. They can be a much better team than people think. I like that Texans team. I like them better than the Jaguars. I love what they did this offseason. I really do. I think getting Brandon Cooks locked up to a long-term deal was good. I love some of the young players they picked up in the draft with Petrie and Harris, and obviously Stingley in the first round. I mean, Mechie, if he comes back healthy, we saw what that guy did at Alabama. How good of a receiver he can be. You got Nico Collins going in his second year.
Oh yeah, don't forget. Don't forget they got that. I said, don't forget they got Gruche Hill.
Yeah, and they have Pierce too, I believe, the running back that they picked up as well. So I mean, and they got Marlon back. So I think that the Texans might be, if they could put it together with Lovie Smith, not just saying it, they could be a team you might have to worry about.
Hey, you stay there.
Oh,
Slay, you stay here.
Look at that background.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Eric, hold up. Let me show him. Let me give him a glimpse of the best quarterback in the AFC West. Look at the man to the right.
Fucking, oh my God.
Eddie Herbert is the best quarterback.
That boy Herbert. See, we want to talk about Derek Carr and wins and losses. Herbert has had a better squad than him and still couldn't get it done last year. Come on, man. Come on. Stop having faith in that guy.
Herbert is generational.
His name is Sherbert. His name is Sherbert. Nah, but no, real shit.
Wait, is it wait. Is it the guy from Family Guy? Herbert?
No. Wait. I didn't even think of that. But no. Putting my bias aside.
Eric, you know I'm a Family Guy fan.
Putting my bias aside, Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert are 2 top 10 easily. Top 5, you can make a case for them. I think Patrick Mahomes
and Herbert
easily
at
in the top 5. I got Herbert at 7, I think. He's still a top 10 for me. The guy's young. The guy got a lot of potential. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think Herbert's the best quarterback in the AFC West. I'm just trolling, but Mahomes is the best quarterback in the AFC West.
Would you put Burrow over Herbert?
Hell no.
Would you put Joe Burrow? Because Burrow's good.
Damn.
Don't disrespect what Burrow did. Burrow's good.
I'm not disrespecting him. I'm just saying Herbert's
I think it's closer than you think.
Herbert's a better quarterback.
I think it's much closer than you think. I actually might give the leg up to Burrow than Herbert because Burrow's already gone to the Super Bowl.
I'm not. Well, that doesn't mean that he's a better overall quarterback because he went to the Super Bowl. If that's the case, then Jimmy Garoppolo is the best quarterback in the league because he went to a Super Bowl. You can't
that guy Jimmy G is.
That's my point.
Yeah, but the guy also came off with torn ACL.
I agree.
And came back and had himself a fantastic season.
Everybody knows who the best quarterback in the NFL is.
Don't fucking say Mitchell Trubisky or something.
Mason Rudolph.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's not even.
Oh God, yeah. Let's go, Mason.
You gotta love Mason Rudolph.
Where's my ad, Bill?
Mason Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer.
What's good, Billy?
Is it going to be the third string guy, or is it going to be Pickett?
Who's going to be third string? Mitchell Trubisky's the easy.
No, for the Steelers, I'm guessing Trubisky's going to be your starter. Who's going to be your second?
My buddy Tyler really thinks it's Pickett.
It's probably gonna be Mitchell. I mean, Mason.
Here, let me give BPS up here real quick. Check my
Rudolph
profile
and then Pickett.
Eric.
Hey, check my profile picture. Hey, that's for you, BPS, right there. That's Carr and Devontae Adams, baby.
On a serious,
hold on.
Sir.
On the Steelers thing, Mason Rudolph is supposed to be their backup.
There you go, Eric.
Yeah.
He's not winning that job, bro.
The Fresno connection, baby.
Yeah, it's Trubisky. I agree, East Coast.
What's up, ECG? And yeah, Trubisky's definitely starting.
Hey, Coach, I can't wait for that.
So it's Mitchell Trubisky. So it's me. Perfect.
Yeah, Trubisky's
starting.
He just called himself Mitchell Trubisky.
Dude, the place I work at, people call me that every single day.
I don't think Mitch cost
The
me.
what? No, the Jewish Mitchell Trubisky. I've been called that.
I'm a little scared, bro. His name is Candyman. What the fuck?
Well, everyone's just like bolted.
This shit was a little scary, bro. His name was Candyman.
Well, Iverson.
That's just weird.
That's right, but they are releasing the depth charts now.
Right, let me take my.
I forgot.
What's up, Mitch?
Oh, I just thought you left for some strange reason. Everyone.
So are the Eagles actually going to keep Rager on the team? Is he staying?
I
is he
think
going to
so,
stay on
yeah.
the team? Are they trading him? Is he going to be the number 3 receiver?
Well, at best, they'll probably keep him on and play for some trade value. But I doubt it. They'll probably either keep him for no reason or they'll just release him.
I think he's going to be your number 3 receiver. I think Howie Roseman is going to try everything he can to justify that Jalen Reagor could still be a player on this team. And now you have Devontae Smith and you have A.J. Brown. So they're going to be like, you know what? Reagor could succeed as a number 3.
I mean, when you see J.J. Whiteside as a tight end, I mean, you could be right. I mean, we've seen it before.
Yeah. I mean, you got Pascal and you got Watkins as other guys too. So plus you still got a Ward on that team too.
And besides, we got these.
What wide receiver core would you take? Would you take the Eagles wide receiver core overall when healthy, or would you take the Giants wide receiver core when healthy? Because the Giants wide receiver core when they're healthy is good. When the Giants are healthy, they got a good wide receiver core. It's just when they're healthy.
Kenny Galladay is overrated. Darius Slayton and Sterling Shepard are your best receivers in my opinion when they're fully healthy.
No, Kadarius Toney's our best receiver.
Nah,
Oh, really?
When Sterling Shepard,
Kadarius Toney's our best.
He's the
it's
best
Kadarius
receiver.
Toney. It's Kadarius Toney. The guy is a difference maker when he's on the field. Teams have to double team him because of the type of plays he can make on that field when he has the ball in his hands.
Sterling Shepard.
And Galladay's still a playmaker. No, Shepard's my guy. I mean, I think Shepard's a good player. It's just I think when it comes down to it, he's probably the 3rd best receiver, maybe even 4th, depending on what you're going to get from. Wandale is the wild card. Wandale Robinson is the wild card in that receiver.
I think as much as I overrate, as much as people overrate Galladay, I think Galladay is your best receiver. I'll take back what I said on the Darius Slayton thing. I think Galladay is your best receiver. I'm gonna give him his flowers, I guess. But I guess though, I'm gonna say something though. Like Sterling Shepard is when he's projected last year when he was fully healthy, he was your best receiver. He was on pace for 1,000 yards. He was literally on pace for 1,000 yards. So I'm sorry, I don't discredit what Sterling Shepard did. This was a stud.
I appreciate that. You should tell that to the entire Giants fan base because they pretty much shunned this guy off the roster. They all want him gone because he can't stay healthy.
Just like with Rager, Eagles want the fan base. Eagles want him out. Eagles fan base want him out.
Yeah, but Rager's been a pain in the ass for a while, and he's like been complaining and stuff. Shepard is like beloved by the Giants fan base when he's healthy because he's been with the team for so long, and he's never complained, never bitched, never done any of that stuff like to the media. He's always been a guy that's been like, you know, part of the team, a team first guy. It's just he can never stay healthy. That's his biggest problem. And I think overall, I get what you were saying, Slay, about Golladay. You think he's the best receiver on this team. Let's be real. When Kadarius Toney was on that field, when he was healthy, he was a problem for defenses. I mean, that beginning of that Rams game, when they were throwing the ball to Toney the entire time, the Rams were having difficulty trying to cover that guy. I mean, you saw what he was doing to one of the best cornerbacks in the league last year. He was making Trayvon Diggs look silly. I mean, this guy, when he has the ball in his hands, he could do some of the most impressive, crazy juke moves, and he can find a way to get the ball down the field. He can take it deep too. It's just he's got to develop more as a receiver, and the guy has to stay healthy like the rest of these guys. But Toney, I think, will develop into that number one receiver because I think Dable and Kapka see a lot of Tyreek Hill in him. I believe they just see this guy as emerging as that Tyreek Hill type player.
Wait, sorry, I just seen something. This is a BS. Why couldn't this happen when I was in high school? Apparently, the California started a new law now that school's supposed to start after 8:30. It can't start before. Man, this is a BS. Man, when I went to high school, I went at 6 in the morning. This is some jack shit.
When I finished high school, it started.
I'm moving out and going to Vegas.
It started at 8:30, and then they pushed it to 8 the year after. So I was perfect. I was like,
is everybody excited for football, man? College football's right around the corner. My SC my Trojans, man, they looking good.
They're going to the Big Ten. Welcome to the Big Ten.
Everybody knows who the best football team is.
Hey, that Big Ten move is
Ohio State.
I don't like it.
No, it's Alabama.
Ohio
it's
State.
always Alabama.
I don't like that.
You're an Ohio State fan.
I don't like the Big Ten.
Alabama's not gonna be Ohio State. I want to make that clear.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that?
State, I'm sorry, bro. Ohio State is on levels behind. They're on different levels.
Yeah.
Because you don't know any of the players right now that have played yet for Alabama, but some of these guys you've never talked about yet, or nobody's ever really seen. They can come out there and just do what Alabama normally does. Alabama always loses great players every year, and then they just come back because they know how to recruit these fantastic 5-star players, and you have Saban that's able to coach these guys up and turn them into great players going into the college season.
Hey.
I think until somebody can beat Alabama, Alabama's the best team.
They're better than.
I hope you're right. because
I gotta see somebody beat
I
Alabama.
mean, that Ohio State, that's a goddamn juggernaut.
Oh, Slay, that was year, wasn't it?
That dude them dudes is juggernaut right now.
Dang it, Slay.
There's too many weapons for Ohio State. Just too many weapons, bro.
Let me explain to you why. Hold up. Let me.
I can't even hear you, Slay.
Ohio State is on levels.
Slay, I can't even hear you.
Slay, turn your mic up.
Bro, what is wrong with this mic?
He turned everything off.
Hey, just leave.
You want to know a perfect example of Ohio State, how good their offense is, bro? They had that bowl game is a perfect example of them without their 2 top receivers and still put up a clinic.
Yep.
Exactly.
Me and Eric both did the game against Utah, man.
That one.
Jackson Smith-Jigma, man. Marvin
Smith-Jigma is going to be the number 1 wide receiver in the country.
Henderson. CJ Stroud, that's just too many.
Yes, Trayvon Henderson is going to be a beast. CJ Stroud is going to be a monster this
There's
year.
going to be a lot of blowouts this year, bro. Ohio State
is going to be a force, man.
We are about to be a force to be reckoned with, and we are about to shut up all these Michigan fans, including the one that's above me right now.
All right.
Ooh, that's
Michigan sucks.
Let me.
I know we're not going to do well. It's not like in basketball where we beat them.
Go ahead, BP.
See, I have no story in this because I'm a Rutgers fan, so I can't cheer for any of this because I've never have a shot every year.
Ohio State is easily the best team in the country. I don't even think that should be a question. First of all, they have the best receiving core in the class of this.
They have the best offensive line,
best O line. They got underrated ass defense. They got the best quarterback in the class by far. In my opinion, he has a way higher ceiling than Bryce Young, and I love Bryce.
I agree with you there.
But this team right now is so good. Marvin Harrison, Jackson Smith,
I'm telling you, our wide receiver core, the first 4 wide receivers that come out of our wide receiver room, think about it. Smith and Jigba, Marvin Harrison, Julian Fleming is a third one, and Emeka Egbuka. Can't sleep on those 4.
Dog, that team, and they just added another one. They added another recruit.
And dog, we are so good at adding recruits right now. It's like this team is going for it all this year. I'm telling you. Guarantee this team is going for it all this year.
That's fine. I'm just saying. Everybody always says Alabama always comes out of nowhere, and they come out and they just do what Alabama does. Alabama always does it every year. Every time they lose big players, they just bring other ones in and they surprise every year.
Well, what did they do last year?
Disrespect that program.
Jeff,
didn't they lose last year?
Hold up, Jeff. What did they do last year though?
Well, they also lost their two. They also lost their 2 best receivers, which hurt them.
Yeah,
I mean, Jamison Williams and Mechie both got hurt, so it didn't help them going into the championship game.
And not to mention that they're in the NFL right now.
Yeah, last I checked, bro. Before last year, even if you look at it, Alabama, even with their 2 wide receivers, didn't look good against Georgia. So I don't know what you're going off of. And they lost to Texas.
Hey,
don't sleep on that Georgia program too.
Hey,
don't sleep on that Georgia program as well.
AJ, we have a Florida fan in Hardcore Sports. It's not just you. We got someone else.
Hey, you know I made a bet with AJ.
Again or last year?
No, this bet was way before. It was. I hope AJ remembers. If
was
USC
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, if USC has a better record than Florida, he has to wear a USC jersey and wear while doing the bowl game. If the Gators have a better record than USC, I have to wear a Florida jersey doing a game. So it's gonna be interesting.
I can't wait for college football. I'm going to be watching that Ohio State team like a hawk. I want to see how everybody's projecting this team to be the greatest thing coming into this.
Talking about explosive offenses, bro. The only problem with USC right now is I'm a little question on the offensive line, but besides that, this offense has sparks around, bro. From running back to wide receivers. I mean, when you add arguably, a great receiver and Jordan Addison, plus you bring in Mario Williams, and then on top of that, this is one of the best. How do I say this? I think one of the best last year running backs from the Pac-12. I know he only had one good season so far, but I think he's gonna have another great season. The guy that transferred from what's his name, from Oregon, I believe. The running back, Dye something.
Travis Dye. It's Travis Dye.
There we go. Travis Dye. That guy's a baller, man. And I can't wait to see what this offense does, man. I really can't wait. And this defense is I love it, man. Yeah, there we go. Travis Dye. Thank you. Yep. Travis Dye. Yep. I knew it was something with Dye. I just forgot the first name.
Hey, Eric, are you going to be on East Coast Gridiron show anytime soon to talk college football or something?
Well, I'm not a big college. Like I said, I'm not a big. I don't know. Overall, I've seen the show they put together yesterday, which, by the way, good show. Sorry I didn't comment. I was just listening in. But, hey, Coach Dante, man, ECG, they got fucking college. Even like Big Play say they got college fucking knowledge off the roof, man. I can't compete with that. That shit is crazy. Hey, it was today. My bad. Shit, I thought yesterday. My bad. I'm out here living in the past and shit. Their knowledge is pretty.
I don't like his Cowboys fans, but
I love college football, dog. College football is my shit.
Yeah, I like watching college football, but I'm not as knowledgeable as y'all. I'll admit that.
Hey, someone backstage.
All right, I was having issues with my computer, my crappy laptop. But I mean,
Joey Shakes, Philly 500.
What they? I don't know if did they actually make them. I don't even know.
They made
What?
them, but they ain't know shit about these players.
Oh, they did. I didn't even know that, honestly.
man,
Like,
I
I
would just
didn't
love
know that they made mock
one
drafts.
college football.
The only mock draft I
season.
do is the NBA. And that's the only mock draft I do is NBA.
I would love one college football season where
I
I
mean,
could
college.
be like, you know
Wait,
what?
I've done college. Never mind.
Why can't Rutgers be in this conversation? Why can't my Rutgers Scarlet Knights for one freaking year be in this conversation like we were in 2006? Why?
Wow,
Why
I
can't I
forgot.
have my moment in the sun?
If you don't watch college, well, see, here's the thing with watching college football. I can't watch every single game. The weekends for me are pretty damn busy usually, but I still watch enough to know my stuff for college as far as when it comes to draft. I mean, last year my draft coverage, I mean, I don't know if anybody watched it. Those people said it was pretty damn good. So
Dante was
yeah, like
Yeah, compared to the
John-
draft.
I'll admit it, I don't know as much as you guys, but you know, Coach Dante could tell you when we did a show together, man, I pretty much know pretty good to you know to
So
cover the
who's your
draft
top
and shit,
five
so.
teams? What are your top 5 teams going into college football this year?
Ohio's arguably Ohio's probably number 1, to be honest.
Ohio State's 1. No, Georgia is 2, I think.
I like Georgia. Georgia has a lot of depth.
Yeah, Alabama's 3, I'm gonna say. It could be reverse. I'm trying to think of other conferences where you're gonna start getting up.
My boy Jeremy Pena walked it off again. My bad.
Man, the Astros win. Hey, those Astros ain't no joke. Dante told us, man. We didn't
Wait,
listen.
they won?
Hey, that's why I do this all the time. Keep doing
Oh,
it. Keep
I thought
thinking
you
you
were. I thought you were doing a play-by-play. I guess not.
No. I'm just watching. But go ahead, Slay. My bad.
I'm gonna say Clemson. And then I'm gonna say Clemson, and then Texas A&M.
Hey,
they sucked last
I'm
year.
not doing a top 5. I'm not doing that. That's not me.
And I'm gonna say Texas A&M too.
Slay, do you like college football more than NFL?
I like college.
Run,
football.
Mookie. No.
College football is 2 for me, but football is 1. And so this is how I rank it for me. If we talking about college, 1 is the NFL, 2 is college football, 3 is the NBA, 4 is hockey, and 5 is baseball.
What about the USFL, or that's just like?
Wait, if we include other sports, then UFC is probably 3 instead of
UFC's up there for you. Like I knew that.
UFC
For me, it's 1 is NFL, 2 is NBA, 3 is baseball, 4 is college football, 5 is WWE.
So for me, it goes NBA, NFL. If you count pro wrestling like as a whole, I'll put that as 3. If you count that as a whole, I'll put baseball, then hockey.
I just don't care for hockey. I lost interest for hockey.
I mean, I can still watch it, but I can't watch a whole.
Actually, I take that back. I put WWE over college football, even though I love college football too. I just don't care for college basketball. Does anybody really?
I mean,
like
the
a big
only
college
reason I watch
basketball fan?
Michigan is because I grew up watching them because of Denard Robinson. Like that's the only reason I'm a fan of Michigan.
Well, I became a fan of Rutgers because my dad went there for grad school, and also because it's the local team in New Jersey. So
Right,
I stick with the local team, and I mean I've always been a fan of Rutgers, even though they've sucked for pretty much their entire time I've rooted for them. But I stay loyal to there. I don't like picking any of these awesome colleges around the league. I didn't become a Clemson fan or an Alabama fan or an Ohio State fan. Michigan State, Florida. You want to talk about schools that really need to step it up? Those Florida schools for college football need to step it back up because all of them right now, I mean, they have not been the same. I mean, Miami, Florida State, Florida, even like South Florida, Central Florida, those Florida schools right now, they have not been the same and have been as dominant as they were in the past. So that whole state of college football needs to have like a resurgence because they have been so inconsistent for years. I mean, when was the last time that – remember years ago – Florida State, Miami were being talked about as like in the top 25, even top 10 schools almost every year. Now it's like they're not even, most of the season, they're not even ranked in the top 25. Like that whole state of college football, which we know is a hardcore college football state in general, besides the Dolphins, that whole state needs to get their college football teams back into where they should be in the top 25 or maybe higher, because we all know how good those schools can be and how important they are to college football when they're good.
Utah, okay. For me,
I'm gonna go with Ohio State. I'm gonna go with Georgia. I'm gonna go with Alabama. I'm gonna go with Oklahoma State from the Big 12, and I'm gonna go with USC from the Pac-12. Those are my top 5 dark horses.
I got one.
Oklahoma State and USC will be the dark horses in the fight for the playoff spot. Oklahoma State was 1 game away. If they would have beat Baylor in the Big 12, they probably would have got to the college football playoff. But other than that, yeah, those are my.
I'm gonna go with number 1. I'm gonna go with I'm still picking Alabama until somebody beats them. I know Ohio State's the team, but I'm gonna go off the grid. I'm gonna pick Alabama. 2, I'm gonna go Ohio State. 3, Georgia. 4, I'm gonna go Clemson. And hell, I'm gonna pick Oklahoma. Oklahoma always is just that team that I think Lincoln Riley is gonna help coach that team to a top 5 team in the country again. So I still always like Oklahoma too. So they're going to be in my top 5. With USC actually right outside.
Utah's going to be still good this year. I know they lost Lloyd, but they're still going to be really good. Hey, Dante, they smacked them fraudulent ass Oregon, right?
Last year.
You say who?
Utah smacked that fraudulent ass Oregon team last year. Right?
Oh, Oregon, Oregon wasn't really, the quarterback play wasn't all that good either. Anthony Brown, he wasn't all that good. I just talked about it on ECG show. Bo Nix is an upgrade over Anthony Brown at the quarterback position. Bo Nix is an upgrade, but y'all may think I got to know every sport, and that's why I'll be up all night. I'll be up to at least by 4 or 5 every day. I don't go to sleep till at least by 5, but my main sport is basketball. Actually, the main sport is basketball. But me, as a sports fan, I love them. I love basketball, football, college basketball. Those are the main sports I actually watch. Bro, but I'll be up all night studying all of them. I'll be up all night studying all of them.
Not baseball?
Yeah, baseball. Baseball is the last one. Baseball actually is the last one. But I'll be up all night studying everything. I'll be up to 5 o'clock in the morning every day.
Coach be watching hella film too, man. Homie is the film watcher, man.
Yep.
Stay up, bro.
That's why all them notes I'll be writing down. That's why I have notes every single day. I'll be writing everything.
He's the hardest working man on YouTube that I know. I'm not gonna lie to you. Him and ECG, dog.
Let me just ask you guys for college football. Is there a school that you could see slide into the top 5? Is there any
Michigan
school?
State?
Miami for sure. Miami, because
Jeff, what'd you say?
Miami got Tyler Van Dyke.
No, Florida. Actually, I changed Florida.
I got A&M. A&M, Miami can definitely do it. A&M, Miami can definitely do it. Florida can definitely be a dark horse. I will say Clemson, but one thing about them, I got questions about their quarterbacks. And ECG just put my sleeper team in the Pac-12 down, which was UCLA. That was my sleeper team in the Pac-12 this morning. That was actually my sleeper team. But again, I just don't trust the quarterback situation. For Clemson. And I'll say I think the defense is going to be fine. But they lost some games last year. They weren't supposed to lose. I think they lost to NC State last year. They did lose to NC State. They lost to Georgia in a horrendous game, but Georgia that is a team that won a national championship. I mean, that quarterback that was highly ranked coming in, he looked like total ass last year. Georgia made him look bad last year. He got benched. He did get benched in I believe in the Pittsburgh game. He did get benched, but I'm not too high on Clemson quarterback play. That's the only thing. I'm just not too high on quarterback.
DJ, you not high on DJ Ukulele? Wait, I'm pretty sure DJ Ukulele went to.
I ain't gonna lie, those UCLA Bruins, I hate them, but they do have a really good run game with Charbonnet and shit.
I like DJ Ukulele. It's just that he gotta like develop his confidence.
Keep that guy.
Not a terrible quarterback. I think he's at least top 10, but he can slide down the rankings. I think my quarterbacks going into next year for like college QBs is Juan Ukulele. Yeah.
Yo. I didn't want to botch his name.
Oh, it's
But
so
he looked like straight garbage last year. At
Hey, look at
times.
ECG. He's showing you how to pronounce it.
Yo.
I hate
I didn't want to botch his name at all. I didn't want to botch his name.
Ukulele. It's so hard to
I'm gonna just call him Lady. I'm just call him Lady. That's all.
Lately, yeah.
Oh my god.
Ukulele. This is how you
Shit.
actually spell his name. DJ Ukulele.
Yeah, well,
This is how you spell his
yeah.
name.
Could you see? I
Ukulele.
think ECG put the school in there. I'm not exactly sure, but Texas because
Yes.
of Manning.
Well, he's not gonna start though. So
Oh, he's not. Like I didn't know.
No, I think Quinn Ewers is starting for Texas because he committed that.
It's
still
gonna
a
take him a
senior,
year.
bro. He hasn't even got out of high school. He's
See, I
still-
don't know that. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, he-
Wait, what was I on top for a second?
I'm gonna let
Oh,
you
let's go. That's going back at the wall. Is that gone?
after that.
Fuck. It's not
Texas
gone.
got the
Shit.
talent. Texas got the talent. Just question about Steve
Let's
Sarkisian.
figure it
This
out.
ain't how Steve Sarkisian. They
Figure
got the
your
talent.
mind.
Just not how Steve Sarkisian.
Ukulele. DJ Young.
Yeah, Quinn Ewers transferred to Texas from Ohio State. He just started going in for one more year.
You're good, Jeff. You're good.
Bijan Robinson is a absolute
Bijan Robinson's a dog, bro. That dude fight for you. Talking about a guy that fights for every yard and runs hard and it's hard to tackle. That's the definition of that's a running. That's a great running back, man. And he have to carry a lot of load up on his shoulder in Texas. It just I just don't like Steve Sarkisian as a head coach that much. The talent is there, but I just don't like him as the head coach that much.
He's not a leader's guy. He's just his offensive play calling sometimes. It's like
Yeah, and it stalls too much. It stalled a lot in the second half last year. It stalls too much.
very
Speaking
bland
of Texas,
sometimes.
yeah, I like that running back, bro. I've been watching a lot of.
Man, Bijan Robinson's a
runs,
dog,
man.
bro.
He's
That
been
dude-
somebody that I really want on this team if we go away from Josh Jacobs, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. That's the one guy that yeah. Shit.
Hey, what was that
Still
score? UCLA versus USC last year. What was the score?
Oh my fucking hey, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. That shit was
Hey,
a close-ass
they
game.
beat Charlie into a damn poke last year.
Bro, they kicked our ass.
Hey, that's why I said, bro, that boy Charbonnet fucking shitted on us.
y'all made Dorian Thompson Robinson like a first round pick this year.
Bro, they put 60 on your heads, bro. They put 60.
Hey,
on
look, hey, leave us alone, bro. I know what the fuck the score was, all right, bro.
Bro,
I
they
just didn't
put
want to
60
relive
on
that
your
shit.
heads, bro. Remember
It's
that.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's a new year, new clean slate. Hopefully, we don't get blown out. We're looking good on paper. That's only one thing.
Bro, Zach Charnovic, bro, he killed y'all, bro.
I talked about him on ECG on the college shows. Zach Charbonnet, that dude's one of the one of the most underrated backs in college football this year. Him and Brenton Brown was good last year. Him and Brenton Brown. That was good.
Charnovic killed y'all, bro, for real.
That boy Sharpton, I fucking hate that dude. Fucking hate him, bro. I fucking hate that guy, bro.
He had like 20 plus carries. He had like 160 yards on y'all.
Yeah, he put like over 100. Yeah.
Oh, bro, he killed y'all.
It was sad. It was sad to see. But you know what? It's fine. It is fine. We'll be fine. We'll be good. Well, we're looking good. Hopefully, it establishes it on the field. And hopefully, we get revenge on those goddamn, whatever fucking color they are, fucking Charger colors and shit. Fucking hell.
Yo, what? Jackson Dart had more interceptions than touchdowns. Damn.
Hey, leave Dart alone, okay? Dart. Hey,
Slovis was Eric's favorite quarterback.
No. Hey, that boy Drake London made him look good. What the fuck? That boy Drake. They're sleeping on my boy Drake London still, bro. I've been saying this shit.
Hey, Slay. For the USFL stream tonight, can you put that thumbnail you made as the background? Slay. I guess he left. All right, I'll ask him when he comes
Slay
back.
going once.
Eric, you remember the Stafford game? You know that game too?
Like going to
I get it, bro. I get it. We were fucking shit. Don't let me relive that shit, bro. That Stafford game was
They
sad,
got
bro.
embarrassed.
You know what? Going into that game, I really thought we had a fucking chance, bro.
That didn't
And then
work.
they put 40 goddamn points on us. Bro.
Hey, the first drive. Hey, Aaron, you know what the first drive was? The first drive was the running back ran the way for 70 yards for a touchdown.
Bro, I remember that game because we just went into San Jose State and slept them, bro. And I was like, okay, you know what? Stafford's a little bit better team. We're looking good. And then we go in there, get 42 dropped on our asses. And I'm like, yep, this is going to be an interesting season, ain't it?
Yeah, guys, sorry about that. I was just trying to test something here. Like, my guy Raphael.
What the heck are you doing?
Raphael made like an overlay for me, and so I was testing it out, and it did not work.
You just gotta
Like,
turn that into a transparency, like that white, like put it.
Yeah, I just told Raphael to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick though. Raphael just DM'd me. It was like, "Here, I just
Yeah.
made this for you." I'm like, "Oh, yeah." I was like, "Shoot, all right, that works." And where's God dang? I'll have to DM Slay. Frick. Oh man. Shoot. But, you're gonna watch the summer league games, Eric, for the Lakers, or no? All right.
Hold on. I'm talking to my brother real quick.
Are you good? Wait, is it Perez? Anyways, you guys gonna watch the summer league? Dante, you're gonna watch the summer league for your Rockets?
Yep, I'm gonna do it Thursday. Yep.
Oh, it starts Thursday for the Rockets? It starts Tuesday for the Sixers.
Yep.
I can do that game on Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm doing
Tuesday, I can do
it.
that
I'm
game.
gonna do it Thursday. I'm gonna definitely do it Thursday.
Yeah, we got Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and Saturday. I'm gonna do Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I'm not doing Wednesday, but yeah, that's what I
I
got.
think I could probably do all 4 of those days.
Hey, Blake, how's it going, man? There's a member of the Hardcore Sports, the Atlanta Braves. Atlanta Braves, Atlanta Falcons, Atlanta Hawks. Hey, Jeff, welcome back.
Can you hear me okay? Because my laptop just like it crashed on me completely. So I
You're
don't know
good.
if it's-
You're good now.
DM me, we'll talk. If you want to do it, that's up to you. Then I'll just keep my stream off the network on Wednesday. That's perfect.
Are you guys ending the stream?
No. My guy Blake, who's a part of the network, he's thinking about doing the Braves game on Wednesday. So I'm gonna have him putting on the network.
That's
So
not a bad idea.
yeah, he's very good at it. So
Wait, what time is the Sixers summer league game on Wednesday?
9.
Oh, 9.
No,
Okay, yeah, I could probably do that.
I'm not doing that one.
We should do a lot of
Slay.
college football on Saturdays too, because college
Yeah,
football
we will.
is always a
Yeah,
big,
we
big
will.
boon.
I might think
Yeah.
about doing some college football play-by-plays, honestly.
Slay, can you put the thumbnail you made for the background and stream tonight on StreamYard? And of course, you're not even. Because I'm going tomorrow night and Thursday. Oh, really? There you go. Nice. There you go, man.
Have a good time, man.
Yeah, he used to work at the Brave Stadium.
Oh, he did? Was he an
Yeah.
usher?
I guess I don't remember. Oh, okay.
Hey,
What?
yo,
you say?
go ahead, Mitch. Go ahead.
No. I'm good. You're up.
Jeff, I want to thank you for beating the Rangers today. Thank you so much.
Huh? Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you for beating the Rangers today. Thank you so much.
Thank Carlos
Wait.
Carrasco that he did it. He got the job done.
Woo, he pitched good against the Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pitched actually pretty well. He gave up only one. He only gave
Okay.
up one run in
He
6
was an
innings.
usher. There we go. He was. I just forgot the title of it, so he was an usher.
Hey,
tonight.
nah. Hey, screw the Mets, man. I needed the Mets to lose.
So
Shit.
did we. We need the Mets to lose too.
Hey,
Yeah, we
but
need
I'm
the Mets
glad.
to
Guess
lose.
who's the best team in the NL now?
Meet the Mets.
Hey,
Come
guess who's
on
the best
down
team
and
in
you'll
the NL
go
right now?
lose to the Mets.
Guess who's the best team in the NL right now?
Beat
Not
the Mets.
The Dodgers, baby. We're the best team
Oh,
in the NL. You
don't
already know
give
what
me
it is.
that BS.
And we're about to sweep these sorry ass Padres.
I don't want to hear about the Dodgers.
Yeah, without Mookie.
Braves
without
knocking
Mookie and
on the
half of our
Mets
bullpen.
door will be first by All-Star game.
Oh my God.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I might agree with him on that. If the Mets keep struggling the way they do, I might be agreeing with him on that.
I'm telling you, the Mets always choke in the National League East, man. They do it every single year.
And Blake, do you want me to make you the thumbnail for that stream? Because I can make it for you if you want me to do it. So, just let me know if you want to do it. I'll set it up. I'll set up everything for you so you don't have to.
You know what's crazy, bro? After all the Freddie Freeman controversy, after what Trey Turner said, after 75% of our bullpen being hurt, and Mookie out for about a month and a half, we're the best team in the NL. Stop playing with us.
Yes.
Look what I just found on Twitter.
Eric, we do got a better record than y'all, huh?
Hey,
Clay, hold on. Clay, are you there?
Yes.
Can you put your thumbnail as the background for your stream tonight?
Yeah, I already did that.
Oh, you did? Let me see. It's already there?
Yeah, it was already there.
Oh, there it is. My bad. Apologies.
You talking about this one? You talking about this one?
Hey, we knocking on the Astros door on the record wise, all right?
Y'all right there. Hey, but hey, Joe, last time I remember I did this game. The Mets did smack my mouth too, though.
Hey, Clay, take off my AK's logo.
How does Sly have AK's background?
Because
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know how many times this motherfucker named Kimbrough choked the goddamn lead,
Blake,
bro, in the fucking
DM
ninth
me that
inning,
on
bro.
Instagram. DM me this on Instagram, okay? And I'll get it done tomorrow.
All right, that's done, homie.
Huh?
You know?
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Yeah. And I made a thumbnail for the network, but if you want me to put that one on the network instead, I can do that. But
I thought I already put it.
no, you did not attach the network side of it.
Well, I got to do that right now, I guess.
I already did it. It's already taken care of. I already did it.
Just use the same thumbnail I use.
Well, you got to put it on there because you didn't give me the thumbnail.
Slay that. Thumbnail
Let's go.
Oh, because I put a lot of lighting into it.
Wait, normal guy, you never. He just subscribed to you, Slay. I thought you would.
He said, Slay, that thumbnail makes my eyes bleed.
The game that what time? East Coast. What time's your game? Show at? So Slay.
I'm gonna join that. I told Logan and them and Hayden. I'm literally gonna do the first 50 minutes of calling the game, but I'm gonna transition to East Coast Gridiron stream at like 8. So I'm not.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm gonna do because I respect my boys, so I'm gonna join that stream after I'm done. With
Okay,
that.
so I know it's you, Logan, Hayden, and Randy.
I guess.
Yeah. So you'll leave. Got it. That's fine.
Oh,
I hated that trade.
Bro, this saturation makes your eye bleed, brother. Damn.
I hated that trade. B-Nat, I fucking hated that. I was mad as hell when we traded away AJ Pollock. I said, what the hell are we doing? And look what happened.
Yeah, East Coast. Yeah, East Coast. He's all good, man. He'll do the stream for our network for a little bit. He'll come to you, and then we got a couple of guys for us. So it's perfect. All good.
Sorry, yes, Kim.
Yeah, Peter Alonso hit that down ball a mile in Dodger Stadium, did he?
Oh, fucking hell. That fucking Coca-Cola polar bear motherfucker.
Slay, just do me a favor.
I hate
just
that dude.
DM me that you're leaving to go to
Wait,
his
who?
side.
Pete Alonso?
Yeah.
I always call him the polar bear because he's built like
Bro,
it.
I hate the Mets,
like
period.
That motherfucker.
And now no one guy just said the East Coast Gridiron.
Yeah, he subscribes to everybody.
Hey, BLSG. That dude, hey. So when I did the game,
what, Dante?
The game started out. Lindor hit a home run. He hit a home run to right field, right?
Am I hired by them? I'm joining it, but I'm not like I'm.
Oh God.
Joining it, like you know.
Slay your heart. I'm confused.
He said.
Got another hour until our game starts, though. Again,
I'm
and the
so
third one
right
against
now,
the
it's
St.
not
Louis
even
Cardinals.
funny.
Yes, sir. ECG, that's my.
Hey, the first inning after that, they come back and score 4 runs, right? Like the Dodgers come back and score 4 runs. So the very next inning, they had Walker Buehler on the mountain. Walker Buehler get touched up for 5, get touched up for another 4. He give it right back. And Pete Alonso hit a
Wow.
Yo, this man don't control shit, boy. He ain't controlling me, man. Don't even try to act like that, East Coast. You wildin', my boy.
Because all I said is DM me when you're leaving.
I make
That's
my
all I freaking said.
Hey, I don't
that boy Coach Dante, man. That
I don't let no man control me, man. That's a different level right there of disrespect.
Those fucking Mets, bro.
Screw the Mets.
We should have beat them. We should have beat the Phillies. That shit is sad. Pathetic Phillies. See, and that's when they started their hot streak. I don't give a jack shit. We should have.
Not even beat us, man.
We should have beat the Phillies, but it's okay. You know what?
Hey,
Mitch, how are you feeling about tonight's Phillies game against the Cardinals?
Not
It's
so
tied
good,
1-1. Winner of this wins this best of 3 series.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Hit an opposite field home run in that same inning.
I'm telling you.
We were down 5-0, came back.
And we literally lost in the 9th inning. And I called this myself. I called it and said, once that run was hit in the 9th inning by the St. Louis Cardinals, I called it and said it was the dagger to the game because nobody was hitting a run in the bottom of the 9th.
Who was pitching? Who pitched for y'all? Who all pitched for y'all? Give me all the pitchers that pitched for y'all.
What did
the Phillies. Like who pitched in the game?
Who pitched for us last night?
Who pitched in the game? Yo, like the fight when y'all came back. Who pitched in the game? For the Phillies. Who all pitched in the game?
Who the heck was our starter? Wait. Hold up. Let me look. Just give me 1 second.
Speaking of starters, fucking Walker Buehler got touched real shit, bro. That motherfucker. Hey, that boy Walker Buehler's having one of his worst.
Ranger Suarez is to the IL now.
That boy got the Mets touched that dude.
hey, you know what's crazy, bro? That boy Walker Buehler was fucking playing with injury, bro. Like, I don't know why he lied to the management telling him that he was good. That boy was not good, and I knew it. And the moment they touched him up, the Mets weren't the only team that touched him up. Every fucking team that went across him touched him up. Like, it was like sad to see. I was like, I'm just glad that Anderson, which I think he deserves. I don't know about you. I think he deserves the All-Star start. Gosselin.
Yeah, I like the Anderson.
Gosselin.
Gosselin's not the one that almost pitched that no-hit against the Angels. Yep. They came up inning short. Came up probably one batter short before Ohtani gave up the hit to Ohtani. Yup.
Oh, fucking Ohtani, that jackass.
Yeah. That dude can hit, bro. That dude can hit.
I'm actually going to end this now. I got a stream to get ready for at 7. I'm going on someone's stream, so
all right, then. Peace out.
I'm gonna have to end this. I'll talk to you all later.
Sounds good.
I didn't think I was gonna end it now, but I mean, I didn't think I was gonna go for that long. But Slay, you there? All right. Oh, bro. It was Gibson? Okay. All right, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. It was a great stream. We talked basketball. We talked football. We talked baseball, college football, basketball. We talked about a lot. At 7 o'clock tonight, I'm going to be on a wrestling podcast to talk about Money in the Bank. I'll put that in my community tab. And make sure you guys show up and tune in. It's going to be a lot of fun. And guys, I'll catch you all later. And everyone have a good night. I'm trying to get in. Tonight is Wheeler. 4 a.m. I'll have plenty of these, bro. I'll have plenty of these. I'm just going. My parents are ordering dinner now, I can tell. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Peace.